Welcome, Amina. Welcome
Thank
to the
you,
show.
Siri,
Thank you
for
so
having
much
me here.
for coming here, and
Thank
it is wonderful to see.
Thank you very much.
So, before we jumping into this beautiful program, I would like to know your story. Who is Amina? Why she is in Switzerland? Where is she from? What's her education? And what is she today?
Yes. So this is me, Amina, actually, regular girl from next door. I'm a very easygoing person you could meet on the streets. I am loving. I live under this motto, live, love, life. The Matata, I'm very easygoing. Have a long process behind me through being where I am today, but it is who made me be who I am today. And yeah, that's all about me. I have 2 girls, Anna and Lisa, and 6, married, working, trying to build Anima homes right now as of Anima, Amina, right?
It's amazing. So, as a mother, how do you adjust to the work-life balance? Because you have started your own business.
Yes.
Up until now, you've been supported probably with your family and you've been working elsewhere. But
Yes.
being an entrepreneur is entirely a different ballgame. So how do you adjust yourself there?
I actually make sure that I am very fit by mind and soul. That's why Anima is a very important word to me, or Anima. It's actually towards me, Amina, backwards reflected. It's important that I'm fit in my mind and with my body, and that's where I jiggle with all these family, Anima homes, my life, Amina, myself. So it's actually a very strong mindset I have. So I kind of feed that mindset with exercise and love I get from home.
Beautiful. Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood, where you come from? How did you settle in Switzerland? I mean, as our face doesn't hide. My face doesn't hide my story.
Yeah.
So,
mine neither. So as you know, but as you see, I have different roots. So not similar like Siri, but mine come from Tanzania. I was born and raised in Tanzania. My dad was born in Oman, and the thing is that this was a love story then, but 2 words which had to depart because of the history. As you all know, Arabs were slavery to Africa, but the love of my mom and my father was strong. That's where I exist. Came from Africa, Tanzania, was born and raised there in Dar es Salaam, went to normal school, and then from the age of 5 went to boarding school, St. Mary's, where I stayed there till the age of 14. Then I came to Switzerland. But the life there was normal. Went to boarding school, St. Mary's. In Africa it's different. It's like when the parents pay you the school, it means that they're trying to build a brighter future for you. So in Switzerland it's actually different. When you go to a boarding school, it's like the family. I kind of to teach you something, or they kind of bring you somewhere that they don't see you a lot at home, but it's different phrases. So this is who I am. I came then with the age of 14 to Switzerland, went to school here. It was a bit of a hard time. As you all know, it's not always hard to have another face in the classroom. We're full of the same faces. And therefore I had challenges where I had to accept that my path was in Switzerland and had to be as it was given to me then. And then came a phrase in my life where I thought that I had to take that path in my hand and change it for myself, and then start doing stuff for myself. So quasi that I started taking what I thought was not under my control and turning it to my control. Meaning if I started learning the system, I started learning the school, I started learning how people work, how people think, and how they actually move their daily schedules. Yeah. And then I started adapting to that, and somehow on the way I kind of started seeing myself as a Swiss person, and that's where I started taking the challenges also as a Swiss person and to become who I am today.
That was quite a journey at an early stage.
Very.
So since you have seen different parts of the world, different phases, different people, so what was home for you at that time as a child? What is home meant to you?
Home was for me then in people's lives. People became my home, meaning that then I didn't have a home. I had people around me who gave me their part of life to become my home. So it means I left home in a very early stage of 5, going to the boarding school in St. Mary's, and therefore I had to kind of build that as my home, meaning that it was not a home because I had to leave it sometimes and go home and come back there. It was the people who gave me the education, the knowledge to keep on going as a young person, even to survive in that school. I mean, like, you're brought there at school at the age of 5 and you think like, oh, where's my mom in the night? So I had to find homes in my teachers who were controlling us in the dormitories or in the classes or in the dining rooms or in the library rooms. I found home in people. And it was always the journey I took till I realized I had to have a home for myself.
Coming to the business,
Mm-hmm.
Anima Homes.
Yeah.
What does this name mean to you?
Name means soul. Anima is Latinish, means soul. And I thought home, something I've been looking my whole life and searching for my whole life, a home. And I felt a very deep meaning coming to me when it came with that Anima. Because I thought, wow, first of all, it's a soul that I had to feed my soul for my whole life to make it settle. And then it reflected on the backwards my name. So it gave it a very powerful meaning towards my life and what I want to do and what I want to bring to the people in the market. Meaning that when every home has a soul.
Right.
And I believe that even if you are new in that home already had a soul.
Right.
Before you even entered that house. So even me, myself, I said I was so young and didn't feel the house I used to live in Africa, but I still left a bit of my soul there.
Your memory.
Yes, so somehow, the more I grow up is the more I want to share that with my kids, so to bring them back. So that when I say every home has a soul, is that people don't see that. People think sometimes they can enter a house and then they're not at peace.
Yeah.
It's because they have not understood which kind of soul was there at first. Or sometimes you have to have the house to rest and then a new one comes. A new soul, a new family comes to build. But the thing is that that's why it's important not only to find the clients who buy it, but also to make sure it matches the clients who are selling the houses. Because if these two things don't match, I have the feeling you're selling an
object. Yeah, exactly.
Are you right? You're selling an object.
Yeah.
And you could be selling this object with no emotion. It wouldn't mean no to anybody.
It becomes a thing.
Yes. So I don't think a house is a thing. I think a house is something we bring out to. And it's where we look for our comfort zone. It's where actually we build our memories. It's where we turn back when we are running from this world. It's like we close our doors in our houses.
Yeah.
It's our Anima.
Yeah,
That's
it's our soul.
Yeah, it's our soul inside there where we hide. So I think it's very important to always know what we want in a Anima home, in the soul of a house.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So was there a turning point in your life when you felt, helping people to buy their home or a house would be my purpose of life?
Yes. It was then when I started seeing, when I was working, thinking, I was seeing that people were selling objects.
Yeah.
They were selling objects and it was just a number which has to rise. On which I thought, hey, these people take their time, they come there, they gather their families, they tell their bosses they can't work because they want to do this, and we're just there selling to count the money. I find that so wrong. And it always hurted me. And I always thought that this is not a way, something it's actually the center of our life, the home.
Yeah.
it's actually sad that I had to say that I never had. It's actually
heart in your body.
Yes. So the thing is that when that's the center of a house is, and we're just trying to do transactions, what is the value? What is the meaning? What is the purpose? Why are we doing it? It's rather go in a bank to work as a financial and then get your money there. Why, if you're not telling a story? Why, if you're not making these clients remember you who you were at that?
Yeah.
Why? So I think we should touch is helping those people find a new perspective in their life, a new way, a new path. You helping a client buy a house is like you're giving them a new path. But the thing is that the path has to be good and not just focused on money.
Perfect.
You have to really, I don't think, that's why I make friendship out of my clients. People say it's not good. I know I cannot be friends with 1,000 of people, but I try to.
Yeah.
With each and every one.
That's your uniqueness. You don't just focus on the numbers. You connect with people. That is your uniqueness. That's how we bonded with each other.
So, how do you think, or let's say, how do you
put your intuition, and how do you put your focus on the client and think that this particular house is the right one for this person or family?
I actually, at the moment, it's not about me. Because many people always think it's about what I got to offer the person.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the person telling me what they need. At that moment, I'm only playing like a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Trying to understand what is their need, what are they looking for, why are they looking for that, not the other. Did they think about it? I'm playing a role, different roles at the same time.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to do is that I'm trying to listen to the person, guide the person, because there's nothing worse in life it's actually a very hard job, I think, real estate, because you could also ruin somebody's life if you're just about the transactions.
Right.
So I think it's right then at that moment, because it's the very beginning of the stage when you both are starting client and the real estate agent, is to listen. It's not about you. It's what person needs from you. I always try to see how can I help them.
Right.
What do they need from me?
Right.
What do they want from me? It's not what can I give them.
Yeah.
I'm Amina. I can offer. No. What does Siri want from me? What is she looking for? Her family? What is she running from?
Yeah.
Why is she running from there? Is the house burning or what is it? You're trying to listen. I protocol everything, and I try to understand. I reflect. I try to understand what is the person looking for, or what could I bring? What more outcome do I bring him when he gets to buy his Anima home? You understand?
Yeah.
What is he gonna regret it? I think not 5 years, I think 10 years. If my answer is he gonna come back to me? Then I'm doing everything right. But then if my answer is, he's never gonna call me again after this sale, I've done everything wrong I could do.
Yeah.
I'm the same like all the 237 sales agents in Luzerne. I'm nothing better than all of them. But if I ask at the end from the process, is he gonna call me back? Then I've done everything right.
That's amazing.
Listened to him. I've got all his worries in a bowl, analyzed it, said, Mr. XY needs this for the wife, and the wife there's this, kids. I even asked why people are moving. Is it the school? Is it the families? Is it the neighbors? Because maybe these neighbors are not even better.
Yeah.
So what am I giving? What's the value I'm giving the client? What's the worth I'm giving the client? Not what the worth the client is giving me. I'm here to work for him. So I go into their lives. I make their problems mine.
This is amazing of you
You to say and the way how you analyze. But sitting on the
other side of
the field.
When you're not there.
Correct. You're absolutely right. Because sitting on the other side of the desk, as a buyer, we feel that realtor, they don't have much, and then they just offer the sale. They just show. I think most of the cases, there are so many people out there who just sell it as an object, like how you've just mentioned.
Yes.
But now we understand. At least I understand when you say that you are evaluating, you're understanding what the person needs, and you're not selling an object. No. You're selling a soul, where they can make memories.
Yes. So now, in continuation to this, would you like to share one story that really touched your heart and the client is extremely happy today? Not about me, I'm really happy. I know that I'm your client. But somebody else apart from me.
I have so many stories to tell. I had a house I was selling. I'm not going to say which one, and I've sold a couple.
No, you don't need to name the names, but
yes, yeah. I remember there was this young family who didn't have the budget to it. And I remember it's always, I say the owners of the house have something to decide. But the thing is that I remember this family would have never had a chance if I would have not kept supported them by the owner of the house. Because the owner of the house was actually, the thing is that there's a trigger. If you're the owner of the house and you're in the market, there's something, if you don't have value, the market will trigger you as the ownership of the house. And you know how? Can you guess, Siri, how? It's the money.
Money, yeah.
The thing is that if you go with the object in the market, or you go with a home in the market, Anima, the thing is that when the home is good and works nice, because maybe the value is good, people want the house. But then what happens with the ownership, they forget their value again.
Yeah.
They kind of lose themselves out of the value and they say, oh, I see the money.
Yeah.
Mrs. Boder, bring it on.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm selling values and emotions and you're just turning yourself over me.
Absolutely.
So the thing is that I already knew that actually this family didn't have a chance. So what I did was I said, you know what? Everyone has feelings. Everyone has emotions and everyone can be touched somehow.
Yes, you are right.
So I did this. I went to the owner. I presented all the clients I had. I had an Aktiefirma, a company, who they would buy that house, renovate it, and sell it. I had a young family who the woman was through this process with me, pregnant with the second child, and I experienced that. And I know she and her husband was struggling for this and that, and maybe they even went to their pension.
Yeah.
And I had the action, you know me?
Yeah.
I had the action guy who was like telling me, I can give you even more money, just make sure I get it. Yeah. And I'm like, no.
It's important for... Yeah.
You're not doing it good for yourself, actually, at the moment. And then I had another guy who had a house already, but was trying to buy that house and just to make apartments for him to also get money. Same thing like the first guy.
Yeah, it's like more transactional, the two guys were,
So the thing is that I went to sit with the owners, and the owner were actually separated.
Oh, yeah.
So more comes to it, it's actually mostly of the money. So the thing is that I think I touched the woman more, and then the woman kind of touched the owner, the male owner. So I told them, it's a place you guys lived with your family, kids. Unfortunately, it goes differently. It's a sad story. But wouldn't you want what you guys had maybe to be rebuilt and lived on in this Anima?
Yeah.
With another family who are really struggling. They are in their pension.
Yeah. And they need it.
And they need it. And the thing is that even if the memories were not good here, you can always come back individually and knock for a coffee.
Yeah,
if that's
that's
what
important.
you need of the day.
That's the
But
emotion.
you
Yeah.
can never come knocking at this company where somebody else is living in their house, which was rented to them.
Yeah.
You're selling them to this young, beautiful family. You're signing it together. You're having a short conversation. I'm sure she will let you. She will open the door the day you knock.
It's just
And
not a
that's-
sale, it's also the bond, you know.
And I say,
That's amazing.
and that's what you should satisfy your soul, Mr. XY.
Yeah.
Because you can always go back there. You can always, maybe what you have now does not define, but kids and memory built in there.
This
Nothing you
is
can-
exactly the same situation in my life, and I thank Amina for that, for trusting me and
So
trusting.
Yeah,
And also the sellers. Everybody were really, really happy, and knowing the client is an amazing job. It's no joke, and we really, really have to appreciate Amina, because she believes education is just the direction,
Yeah.
but your heart is more important. Having
doesn't
the
come
right
out of the dedication. It's the consistency.
direction
You keep on the work you're doing. You
Yeah.
have to keep on that consistency.
and feel it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why they call it
Miss
Mrs. Goosebumps? Wait. I am so famous with my goosebumps. Yeah, I do everything with emotion.
That's amazing.
So what makes a home soulful? Is it energy, or is it light, or memories, or something else? What's it?
It's everything you mentioned. It's really everything you mentioned. I think first it's the energy that comes in. Because from there builds up everything. From energy starts, the emotions start moving around, and then comes the love, and then with the love you build the memories, and the memories keeps on holding on, and then it grants you a future.
Very beautifully said. Yes, at least for this home, I really
Yeah.
feel that, because it took like 2.5 weeks for my husband to convince me to.
I remember you said no. I remember, you know what? Now it came in my head. I remember Siri said no to this house. And I had to beg Siri's husband to bring her up here. And it's crazy. And she already wanted to buy something else.
Buy something else. And I was the one who said no.
Yes.
And I was the one who said yes.
Immediately. And I first had a viewing with just the husband without Siri.
Yeah. And I just stepped in. I entered the hall, and I said, Amina. I was looking at her, and I said, Amina, this is my home. That was my first statement as soon as I stepped in. So all thanks to Amina for convincing me just to view, not to buy, but to be the owner
it was
of
just
the house.
a view. Yeah, she's today the owner of the house. We are actually sitting here. No, it's nice. It's beautiful. Yeah.
How do you sense the home is the right one for that person or a family? In a quick one word, let's say.
And how they feel and they look. From the looks. I think eyes don't lie.
Yeah.
I believe eyes don't lie. That's why if I have viewing and I feel that somebody is not into that viewing, I stop.
Beautiful.
There's nothing more to continue. It's the eyes. You see it in people's eyes if they're wanting something, feeling something, into something or not. So if you're a real estate agent and you feel that, you continuing the viewing is a waste of time. Ask the client, is there somewhere I could help? Is there something missing? Am I too fast, too slow? What is it? Anything. You can control your situation while you're in that house.
Eyes are the indication of your mind.
Eyes, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. In your experience, what role does emotion play in the people when they buy or try to look at the places? How do they realize it?
The thing is that I tell them from the very beginning that you have to control people. Because sometimes they don't know why they're here.
Yeah.
You have to tell them. First of all, you have to tell them why they're here. And you have to also tell them that this is the biggest point of their decision making. They don't need to tell me the decision right away, but it's this moment which is going to help them decide at home or in the future. So I have the feeling they have to be present in that moment. It's a short time, 30 to 40 minutes, which changes actually everything.
Yeah.
It's that moment. So they have to be present in that time for the
Right.
people, if I have to give them
Yeah.
something. Because then if they're present, I can actually indicate and control them well for them to find what they need, or maybe find out that's not what they need. I've had clients telling them, you know what, this is not for you. Let's go somewhere else. I would take the clients from that home, Anima, to another Anima to show them just a new perspective of what I think it suits them. So I see it in their eyes, and that's why it's important for them. I tell them to be present, because the third phrase I told you then, I have 4 phrases on selling.
Yeah.
The third phrase, where the emotions come, that's where it's important for them to be present. And I really tell them, feel it, enjoy it. If anything you need, I will be around, and I'm not next to them.
Yeah. So since you mentioned this, I have seen few people who are living in the house, but they're not able to bond with the house.
Yeah.
Not able to connect. Would you share something, how they
Yes.
can really
Yes.
feel
Yes.
the house or how they enjoy it?
They should reflect first in themselves.
Mm.
It starts with each individual.
Right.
The thing is that the reason why they don't feel the anima of their home then is because they're not in the right place in their stage of life. Meaning that if you're not good with yourself, no matter where you live, it will be a disaster.
Yeah.
You understand? So they should reflect first in themselves, and there's so much sometimes to see. We always try to find approval from outside. Nothing. It's from within ourselves. I have discovered is that when I'm at peace with myself, that's when peace comes at home, isn't it?
That's important.
Really?
Amazing. That's amazing.
Right?
You said.
When I am at peace with myself, that's when peace comes at home. And peace also comes with little things. I see people define, they say, you're selling middle class range. I say, what is luxury?
Yeah.
What is luxury?
Yeah. Going beyond your stretches, luxury. Yeah.
I think that's luxury, because luxury can be within your 4 Anima walls.
Yeah.
And having
If you feel
peace,
it. Yeah.
having love.
Yeah.
That's luxury. How many people find that today?
And today's luxury is finding peace.
Yes, but
Having
people
love.
change it with
The brands.
the brands.
Yeah.
So that's why I say people should find themselves, the peace within them, and then that comes automatically. You know this, Siri. When I'm at peace with myself, automatically I give up peace with outside my area.
You radiate your emotion.
Yeah, and then it comes with the home. And then when you find peace, and peace means putting things in order within yourself. So when things are in order within yourself, what does happen to your Anima?
About it.
What
It's so cherished.
Yes.
It's amazing.
And then you transform the order which you are keeping in yourself because you're finding peace and love. You transform that to your home.
Absolutely.
That's where actually you find the peaceful Anima homes.
That's
within
amazing.
yourself. It starts with you. My people always say, you're always clean in your house. Because I'm already clean in my mind.
Yeah.
I can only be clean in my house when I'm clean in my mind.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
Get rid of the clutter.
Get rid of the chaos in your head. And then you have a peaceful home.
That's amazing.
You put order here. Yeah. And then what happens from here, when this is in order, you'll see your mess in the house. And then you turn your mess into order. And that's when you rebuild your house. But your house cannot be rebuilt when you're not in it.
Beautifully said. Amazingly said. So, I want you to give us one tiny tip or a takeaway, let's say, for those who are viewing us or listening to us, who wants to buy their house in the future. What are those important things that they have to make sure before they decide to buy a house?
Okay. First of all, I always have the feeling that it's very important. That's something which distracts you actually afterwards when you are looking for a house is the financial. Financial. Be so real as you can with yourself. Be so honest as you can with yourself, because you're the only person who can decide how high you go or how okay you are. Because there's nothing worse than going out to the market, start looking and realize that, oh, I don't even have the budget. So the first thing is to clarify for yourself, or you can do that everywhere online, how much can I afford Anima homes? Start with your financials, knowing, first of all, with your head. You have to be, you have to be sure, certain that you want to buy a house. And if you're certain you want to buy a house, you check on your financials. And when you check on your finances, you know what you want and need to get in the market. And that's when you go in the market. And when you go in the market, don't be closed-hearted, be open-minded, and try to see what the market offers. And compare, please.
You have moved countries. You have seen different phases of life. A mother, entrepreneur, a wife, and you've lived in different phases of life. So what is that one lesson that you want to share with those listeners or viewers?
The only thing I would give you guys as an advice is love yourself. Really, love yourself. Don't wait for an applause. Don't wait for somebody to say, wake up and do. They don't have time to come for you. They will not come for you. Nobody is going to come for you. Nobody is going to tell you, wake up and do it, or I'm going to save you. No. Love yourself. Because when you love yourself, it starts within yourself. I had to learn that. I went through life wondering, how did they see what I did? Or do they like me now? Or am I good enough for them now? Can I tell you guys the truth? Nobody cares. So love yourself. Do what you desire. The thing is that when you love yourself, you have that kind of peace place within yourself where you can decide easily for yourself what you want and what you don't want. Therefore, you build value, you build respect within yourself. Because these things, when you build them within yourself, there is nobody who can tell you, no, you cannot do it. Yeah. Because if you know you love yourself, you know, oh, I'm good, I'm great, I'm perfect as I am.
Yeah.
I don't need to be more or less. You can challenge yourself in life, is always good, but not to be kept down. Yeah. And when you respect yourself, you know who you are.
Yeah.
When you respect yourself, automatically comes the value.
Absolutely.
The thing is that what do we do by mistake in life is that we forget to love ourselves and expect others to love us.
We start asking people to validate us,
which is so wrong. And I think it starts within us. And I've seen through my journey, I've learned to love myself. I'm an only child. I don't have brother or sister to be there for me. I was all by myself. And I realized that loving myself pushed me. Told me, but Amina, you deserve better.
Yeah.
Why settle for this? You can do. Amina, you cannot do German. Then learn. Read. I had people telling me, you can't do it. You don't belong. It's not for you. Who you think you are. Don't let yourself be questioned. When you love yourself, you have yourself, you give yourself value, you respect yourself, you see clarity in life. Sorry, I speak German. German is more my speaking language than English. You see more, and you see the life.
Stand up for yourself.
Yes, and the thing is that there's nobody at that moment. I came from Africa selling tomatoes. I'm selling Anima's homes today. And you can do anything in this life. It's not where you come from that matters.
Yeah.
It's the consistency on the way and how you take yourself through that journey with value, love, and respect.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Amina, for being on this.
Goosebumps got it.
So thank you so much for being on the show with me. Pause and play. Unfiltered Talks with Siri. I hope we made it as unfiltered as we could, showing all our emotions and talking what we can. And it's amazing that we've learned a lot from you today. Maybe from your journey, how you have transformed from a lady in Africa to a business owner in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So there's a lot we've learned. And thank you for the beautiful trip. So those who are listening and viewing us, please note down the tip. If you want to buy a house, what you're supposed to do, be certain, make a checklist, check about your financials,
And of course, with me, Anima is here. Anima Holmes is here. You will have her details in the description. You can reach out to her if you need something about the homes, and she's going to help you with the tips. And lastly, but not the last, which is very important, let's love ourselves first, then we love someone else. Because as she rightly said, as I truly believe, our mind radiates the energy. Whatever you think, whatever you feel is radiated.
Yes.
The more you love yourself, the more you love others. And let's respect ourselves, love ourselves, and stand up for ourselves. So that's all today for this show. Pause and play with me, Siri. Unfiltered talks with me. Let's meet with a new guest in the new episode. Look forward. Let me know how you felt. If you really like this episode, try to follow, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.